Hello guys, welcome back to the Pepcoding. So in this video, we are going to discuss our next question, that is equivalent subarrays. Okay, so in this question, we have given an array of integers and we need to find the count of equivalent subarrays. Equivalent subarray is if the count of all the unique characters in the subarray is equal to count of all the integers that are present into our given array. So we need to find how many number of equivalent subarrays present in this array. Okay, so the sub array is, when we are saying that this is the equivalent sub array for this question, so sub array is defined as unique characters, distinct elements, distinct integers. The count of distinct integers is equals to count of distinct integers that are present into our main array. Okay, so when our sub array contains count of distinct integer is equals to count of distinct integers that are present into our main array. Okay, main array means this array. So let's start with this. So this is a very similar question. Similar means this is the same question as the previous. Okay, in that previous question we have given a string, let's say a b c p a t. Okay, this type of string, and we need to calculate a substring. That substring contains k unique characters. Okay, so in that question we have given a string and k. Okay, let's say k is 3 for that question, but in this question we don't have given a k, we only have given this array. We need to find a k. If we have a k, then just copy that code and paste it here, and calling that function for two times, one for k times and one for k minus 1 times. Okay, and it gives us equivalent, how many number of equivalent sub arrays that are present into this array. Okay, so we are starting with this. How many number of distinct element are present or unique number are present into this array? So 2, 5 appear for the first time, 3. Okay, again we got 5, again we got 2, now 4 is unique, one is also unique, 3 is also already present, 1 is, or 4 is also already present. So 5 number of distinct or unique characters or unique integers that are present into our array. So we got our k size of that, how many number of integers present into this array. So 5 number of integers are present into 5 number of distinct element or distinct integers are present into our given array. So our case value is 5. Okay, so after finding this value, our question is similar to previous question. Okay, so in this question, let's say our how we can say that it is a sub array. So our distinct integers are 2, 5, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so these are the unique character, the unique integers. When we are starting finding the sub array, equivalent sub array, that means 2, 5, 3, 5, 2, 4 and 1. So this is our first sub array. Okay, this is our first sub array. How we can say that? Because it contains 2, 5, 3, 4 and 1. Okay, so this is sub array. When we are starting from this to this is also our sub array. From 2 to 1, this is again sub array. From 2 to 4, this is again sub array. So we got 4 number of sub arrays into this position. So this is a very similar question as the previous, but in that question we have only given a string and k. Now in this question we have only given an array, we don't have k value. So we are finding by using a set. In a set we are adding the elements, and set contains only one key. That key contains number of distinct element. Okay, and we are saying that let's say this is a set. Okay, and in this set we are containing this number of elements, and we are saying that our case size is set dot size. Okay, set dot size. If our k if we find our k, then our question is very easy to solve. What we are doing in the previous question, we are initializing one element, that is case count, and calling one function. We have a faith in one function, that is a solution function. Okay, when we are passing string and k to that function, it returns us what? The count of substring that contains k unique characters. Okay, this function returns us the count of substring that contains k unique characters, and another function k minus 1 count. Okay, and again we have faith in solution function. We are passing the string and k minus 1 element. Okay, this function returns us what? This function returns us how many distinct unique character that are present into our substring. That means our substring contains k minus 1 unique characters. Okay, k minus 1 unique characters, and how many number of substrings uh, that returns us that count. Okay, now in this question, same faith, that means same code we are done here. We are writing for solving this question, but we only want our k. So we got our k as a set dot size. When we are pushing all the element into our set and say to the k is set dot size. Okay, and another element, that is k minus 1 size. So if our hash map contains 5 number of unique characters or unique integers, then it we are calling that function with array and k element. Okay, with array and k element, so it returns us how many number of sub equivalent subarrays that contains k unique integers, and it returns the count of that. Okay, count of that. Again, we are calling the same function with array and k minus 1. Again, it returns some count to us, so we are finding that count, equivalent subarrays count, as a k count minus k minus 1 count. Okay, k count minus k minus 1 count. So it gives us how many number of equivalent subarrays present into our array. Okay, so this is our approach to solve this question. This is the same question as the previous. If you haven't any idea how to solve this question and you haven't seen that questions video, so I recommend you to go and watch that question video first. After that, you will get this problem very easily. Okay, because we are using same code in the previous question, but only main point is that in that question we have a given value of k. Okay, we have a given value of k into that question, but in this question we don't have the given value. So how to find that given value? We are using set here. Okay, by using that set, we have only distinct number of characters or integers that are present into our array. So we are saying that our set size is our distinct number of integers that are present into our array. So we are saying that k size, k is equal to set dot size. Okay, so from this I will do the code for this question. So let's do the code. Let's start with the code. Let me do a full screen first and increasing the font size. Okay, so what we need to solve this question, firstly we need to find our case value. So we are finding our k value with set of int. Okay, and at the input time, sorry, at the input time we are inserting that array of I into our set, and at this point we are saying that our k value is set dot size. Okay, and we are calling a functions, that is case count. We have faith in this function. We are providing this to array and k element. This will give us k minus 1 count. This function give us the count of equivalent subarray that contains k unique characters or k unique integers. Okay, and this function returns us k minus 1 integers, count of subarray that contains k minus 1 integers. And here we need to print our answer, that is cout k count minus k minus 1 count. Okay, and at the end we are saying that end line. Okay, so let's make this function. So this is the same code as the previous. So in this previous question, we are writing this function, solution function, and same function we are writing here. Okay, so vector of int, okay, and percent arr and the integer k. Okay, so we are solving this question we are by using the acquire and release property or strategy. So first we are initializing the j that release the element, release elements. Okay, and initializing our answer value, that is count, for the first time. Okay, after that we are going to use a map here of int. Okay, and let's say this is map. So first thing first, we are traversing over the array and checking the element that are present into our map or not. Okay, so I plus plus. Okay, after that point, after this point, we are checking, is our map contains this array of I. If it is not contains, then if this is if our map not contains the value of array of I, then we are going to say that, if it is not contained, then we are going to say that insert the value of array of I with count of 0. Okay, after this condition, we are checking, is our map of array of I is equal to 0. Means we are inserting one value into our map, so we are decrementing our k here. Okay, that k represent, now you can increase, if our k is 3. Okay, let's say is if our k's value is 3. Now we are putting, or we are inserting one element into our map. Now firstly, our k's value is 3. Now we are putting one element, then our k's value is 2. So for that we are decrementing our k. After doing this, if it is already present, then increase the count of that, plus plus. Okay, after that we need to check that, if we are inserting value into our map. Firstly, k is 3, one element is inserted. K is 2, again one element is inserted. K is 1, again one element is inserted. Okay, k is 0 now, again we are inserting one element. Okay, again we are inserting one element, that is at this position our k is negative. So at this point, our map contains 4 elements and our case value is 3. Okay, now we need to check that if this condition is true, then remove the array of j. Our j pointer is removing the element from our map, so we are removing this by using this. Okay, and if the array of j is equal to 0, if we remove that element, then we are increasing our count for again. Okay, at this value, now we have the k space. Let's say firstly, map contains 4 value and k is what we say, k is -1. Okay, and now we are removing one value from our map and increasing our k. Now map contains three elements. Okay, now again for the next iteration we need to increase our j as a 1. Okay, after that we are increasing our count as a plus equals to I minus j plus 1. Okay, this number increase our count, and we are returning our count from this point. So this is the full code. Let's try to run it. So it gives the 5 as an answer for our sample test case. Let's try to submit it. Will it be accepted? Yes, it is accepted. So what we are doing here, in the previous question, this is the same question as the previous, but in that question we have given a string and case value. Okay, but in this question we have only given array, not a case value. So we are finding the case value by using a set function. In that set function, the set contains unique number of integers, okay, that are present into our array, and that unique number of integers is our k. So we are again calculating that count for k unique characters, k unique integers, and k minus 1 integers. Again we are doing this k minus count, k count minus k minus 1 count, and this is our answer. Okay, so I hope you understand the question and the solution of this in this video. Okay, so thank you for watching.